You know, that song is a perfect introduction segue to our communion today. Dave Cunningham and Jen, who are, maybe they can stand again. Dave and Jen lead the church in Salt Lake City. Initiated to say, hey, we just want to come in and spend some time, get discipled, laugh, cry, move forward. And so it's of great benefit that we have them in town, and they're going to lead our hearts in communion. Dave and Jen, Jen was converted at Metro in 1990. Dave converted when we sent the Salt Lake City church out from Denver in 1994. The very first conversion baptism was Dave Cunningham. And they have been through many storms, and as that song does really accurately say, they have weathered, they've come through the storms, are passing over. I'm sure there are probably a few more, but it's because of Dave's love for the cross and his deep, deep understanding of Jesus Christ that he's able to pass through those storms, and we have great benefit to have him lead our hearts in communion. So Dave Cunningham.
Wade passed the spirit off to me. Well, first of all, I'm just really honored to be here with you guys. I definitely want to share what the cross means to me, but I think it definitely, I want to share just really how grateful I am for the church in Denver, really sending out a mission team over 15 years ago. It was August of 1994 that the church was sent out. And just to think that, man, they didn't probably even know I was going through just turmoil in my own life, just to realize I'm just grateful that, people were sent out to help me. But today I want to share really what the cross means to me. I know I was talking a little bit with the teens the other night, and the cross means so many different things to me. Really, one of the biggest things is that God's love is priceless. When I think about the cross, I think about his love is priceless. The Bible says in Acts 17, verse 26, this is one of my favorite scriptures, that's why I love to read it. It says, "From one man he made every nation a man, that they should inhabit the whole earth. And he determined the time set for them in the exact places where they should live. God did this so that men would seek him and perhaps reach out for him and find him, though he is not far from each one of us." I think about the time when right before I was becoming a Christian, my life was in turmoil. I was involved with all kinds of just sinful ways. I think I was involved with drugs and sex, and I was lonely, I was insecure, I was sad, I was in the pit. I was even praying a couple of months before that, God, are you real? Can I really find a church where you're there? I had that's how desperate I was. And it was so amazing that, you guys may know Kathy, now Thompson, well, I guess was Smith, now Thompson, and Justin Sharp were the ones that invited me to church. And I remember coming to church September 1st, 1994. And becoming a Christian September 24th. And so that was very encouraging. But I just think about how the kingdom really saved my life. It was because of Jesus. And I think it's just been amazing what God has done. Over the last 7 years in Salt Lake, my wife and I have definitely seen some challenging times. The church has been through a lot. But God is always faithful. It's amazing how sometimes we try to, as Christians, we try to get away from God, I guess, or move on, and God's like, no, you're going to stay right there. And little do we know that God is working behind the scenes. I think about how God was working even in my own life, how I'm over here praying that I just God, I don't even want to live anymore. I'm sad. I'm depressed. I'm in sin. I don't even want to live anymore. And yet the Denver church is sending a mission team out to Salt Lake. Little did I know about that, but